Well, tonight, the leadership of the Hall County Sheriff's Office is now in question.
The department still has not said whether Sheriff Gerald Crouch will remain in his position, be suspended, or resign following his DUI arrest. 11 Alive first broke the news Friday night, streaming live on 11 Alive News at 6:30. And tonight, investigator Savannah Levins breaks down what could happen here next.
Sheriff Couch was driving his county-issued vehicle when he was pulled over around 10:30 Friday morning, according to the sheriff's office. He spent about 5 hours in jail before being released on bond. He was pulled over by his own deputy, who noted the sheriff's vehicle was failing to maintain its lane. That deputy reported smelling a strong smell of alcohol and observed clear signs of impairment. Now, due to the conflict of interest concern here, the deputy called in Georgia State Patrol to be the official investigating agency, which is standard protocol in cases like these. And it does happen. In 2024, our team published an investigation into law enforcement officers arrested for DUI. We found an average of 58 Georgia law enforcement officials are arrested for DUI every year. Now, how these cases are handled differs. The agency that employs the officer is in charge of making decisions about reprimands, including whether or not to fire them, put them on leave, require a drug and alcohol program, etc. Now, since a sheriff's position is elected, formal reprimands would have to come from the state level. Georgia Post, the Peace Officers Standards and Training Council, maintains officer certification. Post Director Chris Harvey told me the agency generally does not revoke certifications for DUI. Here's more from that interview.
This council has taken a basic position that if an officer is involved in a DUI from a post perspective, they're generally given a chance to accept probation, pay a fine, usually attend some drug or alcohol awareness training, and then continue on with their career.
Harvey told me today that Post will investigate Sheriff Couch's arrest the same way it would for any other officer and will decide on any possible sanctions after that investigation concludes. We found of the 290 officers arrested for DUI between 2019 and 2024, 30 eventually had their post certifications revoked, ending their law enforcement careers. Most of those revocations were due to additional circumstances, like causing injury or damage to property, lying to try to cover it up, previous history of reprimands, and yes, in some cases, getting that DUI in their agency-issued vehicle. Now, I could not find any records in Georgia history of another elected sheriff being arrested for DUI. So this case and what comes of it could set a major precedent in our state. Now, as far as Sheriff Couch's criminal charge goes, I have confirmed tonight that the Hall County Solicitor has filed a conflict of interest letter with the state, so the Prosecuting Attorney's Council of Georgia will appoint someone to the case. Again, as an elected official, a sheriff cannot be fired, but Georgia law allows the governor to call for an investigation that could lead to a sheriff's suspension or removal.
And we have reached out to the governor's office to ask if it has initiated a review. A spokesperson only said that they're, quote, aware of the situation. Meanwhile, in a statement from Sheriff Couch's attorney tonight, he says in part, Sheriff Couch intends to continue to cooperate with the appropriate authorities and is confident that a fair and thorough review of the evidence will bring clarity to the situation.